More than inspiration is the necessity of moving into a different stage because of the stresses of climate change and the disruption of the biosphere. I would say that is a huge force for me in terms of creating responses that are intended for supporting biodiversity. I'm interested into microbiology, specifically organisms that are photosynthetic, like microalgae and diatoms. Cyanobacteria, they are very important beings that are in this kind of symbiotic relationship with us. That is really, powerful for me to understand the interconnections that are embedded into nature and how there's no organism that is actually isolated or existing by its own. Well, this work is made using different biomaterials, either biodegradable or biocompatible polymers. They are combined in a way so the sculpture is going to be supporting life, but also is going to be degraded over time and reintegrated into the ecosystem. So the whole process is about connection, conceptually and materially, rather than imposing an artwork in this environment, creating something that is capable of creating new connections with what is existing right now. It's kind of always in between art and science because there is a lot of experimental aspects in my work, like how these materials work together and what is going to be the response of biology with these materials and so on. In Bernheim, it's been really great and supporting with every aspect of the project, bringing artists from all over the world. I'm really happy to be included in this space, which is L+A+N+D. The whole building system was intended to be really adaptive to several geometric but also environmental factors. Some amount of change is already embedded into the design, the possibility of things being adapted or transformed in several ways. I work with polymorphic materials. They are really capable to be adapted to different shapes or geometries or whatever is required. There's also this element of change which is embedded into nature. So the work in itself is intended to evolve over time and be changing by factors that are way beyond my control. It's a little bit of a co-work with all the life that is already here at Bernheim. If I have to phrase it in just one word, I would say connection. That's kind of my message here, is how things are capable of producing new networks and how humans, we have always thought that we're different from nature or separate in a way. But I think that my intention here is to prove that we have forms or different ways to reconnect from our material culture into nature again. I hope they find a moment to just have this encounter, because I think that at the end the work is an excuse to be connected to nature. It's like an interface that would allow people to find new possibilities about their own connection with other non-humans. I'm really looking to collaborate with the scientists here in order to follow the process over time. So this is my first experiment outside the gallery. I have always produced work for galleries. So once the show is over, you need to take your work away and do something with it. So now I'm finding this incredible opportunity just to be able to follow up the process over a long period of time and understanding new things that are not just possible before. So yeah, that is really a great opportunity for me about this piece in particular.